Hello, hello. So, welcome to the next installment of Books I Love. And we are going to Superpowered by Drew Hayes. Welcome to Superpowered, the story of 5 young people with abilities they cannot control called powered by society. They are resigned to life with their personal hurdles until one day each is approached by a company claiming they have a new procedure to turn powereds into supers, people who can control their abilities at will. All right, so this part is basically you have supers, which is just superpowered peoples. They're heroes or villains, and they can control their abilities. And there are other people who are just afflicted with spontaneous abilities that they can't control, and it kind of ruins their lives. All right, so this company does develop a serum to help those people, and after they get this serum, I think they receive a scholarship to the super sort of like college, where they sort of learn to become supers or superheroes in that college. The offers are true. And now each of the new supers has enrolled at Lander University to participate in the hero certification course and prove they can be just as useful as those who were born super. But can they, and will the control they gain be permanent, or will they eventually turn back into their previous unstable selves? All right, it is a very, very good story. All right, I enjoy it. I would recommend it to anyone. He has other books as well. The Villain's Code. I haven't checked out any of his other books, but the Superpowered series is pretty good, and I like it. I wish it continued, but it only went for four books, each a different year of college for the students. I believe there are 4 main characters. Hey folks, all right. I believe how do I get series status? All right. All right, so you got year 1, year 2. There's a spin-off right there, and year 3 and year 4. And that is the 4 books in the series. Okay. That's some of his other works. Let's see. All right. 5. There are 5 main characters. I thought there was 4. Okay. Right. So knowledge is power. Model. 5 of this year's freshmen are extra special. They have a secret aside from their abilities, one they must guard from their classmates. Of course, because everyone else is a super. They are part of the program to turn powereds into supers, so they kind of have to keep that secret. All right, because for every person in the world with abilities they can control these, there are 3 who lack such skill. These lesser super beings, powereds are, as they are called, have always been treated as burdens and second-class citizens, though there have been ample research in that area. Okay. I wish I could get a character synopsis of the 3 of the. Let's see if I can get a character synopsis somewhere. No. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Characters. There we go. This one? Ah, there we are. What is this now? All right. Vince Reynolds. I believe he has some sort of energy projection and absorption ability. Herschel and Roy Daniels. This guy, he has 2 different abilities, I believe, based on his, and he has 2 different personalities. see if we can click on them. See if I was correct. Vince Reynolds, prototype. Prototype powered. Okay. Also known as Jack of All. Superpowered. Appearance history. Hold on. How do I get to abilities? Blog. No, where's the abilities section? Relationships. Variant human, right? Heat, electricity, electromagnetic sound, motion, kinetic energy. So he can absorb all of these, absorb and distribute all of these energy types. All right. But have yet to be absorbed. He hasn't absorbed any of these energies, but he has absorbed all of these. All right. So he can absorb and distribute energy. Pretty powerful ability. But he can only do one at a time because, well, he used to be a powered and he never had much experience really using his ability. It just kind of happens automatically. So he doesn't have much experience with it. So he can't do too many energy types at a time. All right. Then we got Herschel and Roy Daniels. All right. See, working. All right, so Herschel is 5'7". He's kind of a nerd. And then when his second personality takes over, his body becomes 6'4". All right, so they are brothers, but they share the same body. Variant human abilities. All right. Initially classified as a shifter, which means shift into a different body. There are shifters in the story, but they become like werewolves and other kinds of like creatures. But he's not a shifter. It is revealed he is an adapter similar to his father, Titan. Okay. Herschel has no physical recognizable superhuman traits except for the ability to turn into his brother Roy upon the consumption of whiskey. So he gets a little drunk and then he turns into his brother. Roy is essentially super. I believe he has super strength, enhanced strength, durability, speed, recovery rate, and increased reaction. All right, so they have sort of like an identity crisis because his brother pretty much is his superpowered self, but also more outgoing and all of the traits that Herschel lacks. Roy kind of has, and they kind of they share a body, so they kind of have to share time. And since he's at a superpowered college, they have different circles, different friend groups. They kind of like impede on each other's lives. All right. Herschel and Roy share memories and can telepathically communicate with each other. So they share memories. I believe they both have separate girlfriends, so they kind of share the experience of them being with each other's girls. It is very weird state of being. All right, so that's Herschel Roy. And you have Alice Adair. I think, was she psychic or something? I can't remember her abilities. Color, occupation. Variant human. Alice is superpowered. She can float in the air anytime she wants. Oh, yeah, she can fly. Silent. It is revealed that her flight powers was due to extreme. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but she can fly, and there's other stuff that she can do. I believe her powers has to do with gravity or something like that, not just flight. Nick Campbell. Yeah, Nick is pretty good. He's kind of a genius. I think his powers has to do with luck, something like that. But he's very brilliant. He's a normal guy with just the power of luck, so he can't really, perform to the level of the other superhuman people shooting energy, people with super strength, and chick that can fly and control gravity and stuff like that. So he kind of has to be smart. So he is the leader of the team because he's the most cunning. Nick's power is the ability to manipulate probability. When using his powers, his eyes grow gold. All right. He's extremely intelligent and insightful, and he's very paranoid as well. I think he was trained by a mobster or something like that. He grew up in a mob sort of thing. All right. So, what is the last one? The last one, Mary Smith. I can't remember her. She's what is her ability? I can't remember. What is this? Oh, I think she can empower other people. I can't remember, man. It's just something like that. Mary was originally powered with the advanced mind power set, telepathy and telekinesis. Okay, she's that can't turn off her ability. So she used to just always be able to read people's minds, and so I believe she isolated herself in a forest where there's less minds because she's just hearing noise all the time if she's around other people. So she just lived in a forest with animals and stuff like that. All right, it was real. Okay, I don't want to spoil any of that, but that is the 5 main characters. Very interesting story. I would recommend it to anyone. So until next time.